How to crochet. How to change colors seamlessly. For this tutorial, you will need a crochet hook. Special thanks to our sponsor Cassell for providing today's hooks. Today we are using their Addy Comfort Grip crochet hooks in the size J10. Special thanks to our sponsor Lion Brand for providing today's yarn. We're proud to introduce their Bonbon line, which are little balls of yarn that are great for your everyday craft use and for color work. Today we are using yarn from their Brights colorway. Okay, so I'm just going to double crochet to the end of this row. And this is going to help set up our color change for the next row. So in this last stitch here, we'll do a double crochet into the top chain of the 3 chain from before. But I'm not going to finish this double crochet. I'm going to stop 1 stitch short of where I actually want to end. And you'll see why we do that to begin with. So this is going to prep our color change. Now if you were doing a half double crochet, you would still have 3 loops on here. If you were doing a single crochet, obviously you would just have your first set of 2 loops that you need to finish off. So for step 1, we're going to take our secondary color, or color B as your pattern will often state, and we're going to just take that and loop it over our crochet hook. We're not going to tie a knot or anything like that. We're just going to loop it over very, very simply. Now for step 2, we're just going to work it through those 2 stitches. Okay, and we're just going to let it hang there for a second. For step 3, we're going to pull our color A yarn. We're going to pull that down tight. Okay. And then for step 4, we're going to continue working with our color B as we normally would in pattern. So we would turn our work here, and then we would start doing our chain for the next row. So we do, for double crochet, a chain 3, 2, 3. Okay, and just continue working in pattern. Now, one of the things that you can do to do this a little bit more seamlessly is to work your ends in. Now, if you wanted to, you could cut this yarn from color A, and we would just start working in these 2 ends as we went. Or if you wanted to carry this yarn across, you could just work it in all the way across. So I'm going to show you how to work it into the pattern seamlessly. So we're just going to take these 2 loose ends, and as we perform our double crochet, we're going to pick up the stitches, pick up these ends with us. So let's see. We're going to work into this stitch here. Okay, and so you can see that these ends here, they're laying on top of our row. So I'm going to grab the yarn to pull through, and they're getting looped into our stitches here. So I'm just, I meant to do a double crochet. So we yarn over, then we'll insert our hook and see how they lay across. Then we'll pick up our yarn over, and that's getting worked into the actual stitch. Alright, so I'm just going to do this a couple more times. And you can see how the yarn is in between the different pieces of parts of our stitch. Now, because these yarn colors are already matching the yarns that we've been using, they're going to blend pretty seamlessly into our break here where we change the colors of the yarn. And so we're carrying those loose ends into our pattern to make it really easy to hide them. And you won't have to work them in later, which can be really annoying, especially if you do a lot of different color changes and you're not carrying your yarn across and up. So once you've gone a few stitches deep, then you can just let this yarn go and work your pattern as you would normally. So the ends will stick out here on the side, but we're just going to, when we're finished with this row, all we'll do is we're going to stretch out our pattern a little bit, and then we'll snip these off, and they'll just kind of get stuck into this row here where we've been working them inside. And then you can continue on. Now, if you were going to keep carrying your working yarn from color A across, you could just work that all the way to the end and then work it up into the next row and up the side. So that's the easy way to change color and do it seamlessly. Want more New Stitch a Day? Check out our website at newstitchaday.com.